Hello class 5, welcome back to your English language class. In the previous class children, we were doing chapter 2. This is your book Basic English Grammar. Okay, so this is your book and in this book we have completed chapter 1 of this book. Okay, now and the previous day we have already started chapter 2, that is subject and predicate. I have explained it to you what is subject and what is predicate. You must have gone through this, isn't it? And in today's class we will do the exercise given at page number 5. So all of you take out your book and open your book at page number 5. Okay? Clear? Here we will do the exercise. Okay? Take a pencil in your hand. It will be easier for you to do. And listen properly. A pencil and an eraser. Clear? So shall we start? Yes. So subject and predicate you know, isn't it? We have already done in the previous class what is a subject in a sentence. The person or thing we talk about is a subject and what is said about the subject is predicate, isn't it? Now we have to separate subject and predicate in this exercise. Number 1 is done for you. See? Now divide each of these sentences into subject and predicate. One is done for you. Okay, take a pencil. So two spaces are given. Here you have to write the subject and here you will write the predicate. Okay. Say, my uncle gave me a cricket bat. Number 1. So, my uncle is subject. Below this, under this heading, subject, you will write the subject. This way, here you will write the predicate. Clear? Now, number 1, my uncle gave me a cricket bat. Okay, here we are talking about uncle, isn't it? So, my uncle is what? Subject. And gave me a cricket bat is predicate. Now, one more rule that I have told you, from the verb you will start. The predicate starts from the verb. So, in the first sentence, my uncle gave. Gave is the verb. What is the verb? A verb is a action word. Gave, isn't it? So, gave me a cricket bat is predicate here. In the same way, we will do the rest. Okay. See, listen properly. Number 2. Mary has finished her homework. Mary has finished her homework. Here, which one is subject? We are talking about Mary, isn't it? So, Mary will be subject. You will, under subject, you will write. Under subject, see, subject and predicate, isn't it? Predicate. 2 columns are given. So, here, for number 2, you will write Mary because we are talking about a girl Mary. Now, what is the subject? As I told you, subject begins from, a predicate begins from the verb. So, which is verb here? Has finished, from has finished her homework. So, under predicate, you will write has finished her homework. Okay, so this way you will write. Okay, Mary has finished her homework. Mary is subject and the rest is predicate. Okay, so number 3, the blue whale is the largest animal on earth. So the blue whale is the largest animal on the earth. So we are talking about blue whale. So the blue whale is subject. The blue whale is subject and rest of the part of the sentence is predicate. Then number 4, who broke the mirror? Here we are talking about, we want to know who. We are talking about the person, someone has broken the mirror, isn't it? So who broke the mirror? So who is the subject? Here in number 4, who is subject and rest of the part will be predicate. Okay, broke the mirror will be predicate. So you write in the book. Now, Number 5, bees make honey. Who makes honey? Bees. So bees will be the subject and make honey will be predicate. Clear? Now move to number 6. We should exercise every day. Now we are talking about we, us, isn't it? So we is subject and rest part is predicate. Now number 7. Jatin looked at the window in the sky. Number 7. Jatin looked at the window in the Jatin looked at the rainbow in the sky. Okay. So Jatin, who is looking? Jatin is looking. And rest looked at the rainbow in the sky is predicate. Clear? Next one, number 8. They welcomed us to their new house. We are talking about them. So they is the subject, rest is predicate. Number 9. The weather is very hot today. Now we are talking about today's weather, isn't it? Number 9. The weather is very hot today. So we are talking about today's weather. So we are talking about what? Weather. So the weather is subject, rest is predicate. You do like this, okay? Am I fast? Have you understood? If you have learned, if you have studied subject, what is subject and what is predicate, it is easier for you. It will be easy for you to do, okay? And again, I am telling you everything. Now, the weather, number 9, I said the weather is very hot. The weather is subject, rest of the part of the sentence is predicate. Number 10, painting is my hobby. What is my hobby? Painting. So, we can put question also, who and what, to find out the subject of a sentence that we know, isn't it? So, painting is my hobby. If I ask the question, what is your hobby? Painting. So, painting is my hobby. Painting is subject, rest is predicate. Number 11, read your lesson now. Here, read your lesson now. In number 11, see children, read your lesson now. Here, you is there. You, when I say read your lesson, then I'm talking to someone, isn't it? So that you, this means you read your lesson. Sometime in the class I say stand up. Means what? You stand up. Here you is understood. Okay, when I say stand up, so the child who is in front of me will stand up because automatically he knows that I am talking to that child. Okay, here you is understood. In the same way here, read your lesson now. 11, here you have to add one you. So, what is you? You is the subject and rest of the part is predicate. Clear? Yes. Number 12, she is fond of jewelry. So, who is fond of jewelry? She is fond of jewelry. So, she is the subject, rest is predicate. Now, where is my timetable? See, number 13. Where is my timetable? Here, what I am talking about? Timetable, isn't it? So, in this sentence, we have not begun the sentence with the subject. I told you when I was explaining, it is not always necessary that the sentence will start with the subject only. Sometimes, but most of the cases, our sentence starts with subject. But there are some exceptional cases where the subject may be used at the end also, at the end of the sentence also. Okay, clear? Have you understood this? If I say, children, here comes the bus. We say, here comes the bus. So, I am talking about bus, but I have not started the sentence with bus. Isn't it? But still, this bus is the subject. The same way, here, where is my table calendar? As I am talking about the table calendar will be the subject, rest part will be the predicate. Okay, number 13. Understood? Yes. Number 14. Mummy is talking on the phone. Mummy is talking. Who is talking? Mummy is talking. So, mummy is the subject here. Number 15. And rest of the part is predicate. Number 15. I do not have an internet connection at home. Who don't have internet connection at home? I don't have. So, I'm talking about I, isn't it? Me, myself. So, here I is the subject of the sentence and rest is predicate. Clear? If you are clear with the concept of subject and predicate, it is very easy for you to understand, to divide a sentence into subject and predicate. As I told you that a complete sentence is divided into two parts, subject and predicate. Okay, so do it properly. Whatever I have said, you write it in the book itself. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.